Hey guys, hope y'all are doing well today. This video is going to be different from the way I've been filming my other videos. I wanted to start showing more of like the behind the scenes and kind of start to set some milestones here coming into 2025. And there's been a lot of things that I want to focus on, and I hope that maybe that can connect with those who are watching my channel. Anyone who's been watching my videos knows that I've been talking about crypto a lot, and I think that crypto is one of the places that really brings a lot of opportunity to create a lot of financial wealth, especially right now that we're coming into 2025. And there's just opportunity here that I've never seen. And I think that this is a good time to start to kind of maybe readjust your mindset and start to think about things maybe differently. So I have a few things here written on my whiteboard, uh, and I'm going to start making these videos more organic as well, and maybe combine it with like charts and talking about crypto too. But right now, I want to talk about maybe kind of mental health and some milestones that I'm going to talk about that I want to set for myself as well. So right here, I have number one is being creative, and I've noticed in the past, most of my life, I've lived, I think most of us as well have a struggle with being creative, or at least showcasing our creativity, especially because of criticism or judgment or fear. Putting yourself out there, putting yourself on camera, having people listen to your voice, like it's difficult, and but overcoming that fear is important, especially to me coming in 2025, and kind of finding my voice, finding my presence, I guess you could say, is something that I want to work on. And being creative, is something I want to do more often. Instead of just being a consumer, I want to be more of a producer and more of someone who's providing some type of creative or producing something that I would hope provides some kind of value. Even if it's just entertainment or just a joke, or you think this is funny or whatever, I hope that it would provide something for you. So, being creative, I think, is extremely important. It's going to allow you the ability to have an outlet emotionally, especially in crypto. It's very difficult to uh, just, if you're just focusing, like if your primary goal is to just, focus on one passion, and you don't have like a creative outlet, or if you're just working a job, it's good to have some type of creative outlet, whether you're a writer or you like to play video games, or draw. Having those outlets, those creative outlets, and then also sharing them with people is a good way of creating a positive feedback loop, I guess you could say. So ultimately, just being more fearless and just being more creative, for me, is something I'm going to do my best to do more of in 2025. And I hope that I can stay consistent with that. And I think that's something that I struggle with a lot, is consistency. And I'm going to try to make myself be more aware of when those thoughts are coming in to my head. So like even today, I was like, I don't want to make this video. I look like crap, and I feel like I started, those thoughts start to come into my head, but then I'm like, who cares? Like, that's maybe a mentality that pretty much all of us should be thinking about. It's just like, stop caring about what other people think. Just start doing what you like, and be true to yourself, which leads me to my next thing, which is authenticity. And being authentic is going to be like subjective to everybody, because authenticity is unique, and everyone has something different about themselves that can be attractive to any audience. And no matter how polarizing it may seem, there's authenticity in everything. And um, it just it's subjective. So ultimately, being authentic is going to come down to your own personal beliefs and your agreements and things like that. And that's going to create this your persona, you could say. So even right now, these glasses I'm wearing, they're not even real, they're fake. So this is creating maybe a perception that you think I'm smarter. So like, that's me being authentic, telling you these glasses aren't real. So everything is a character, everything is a persona, everything is kind of some form of entertainment. But at the end of the day, trying to be authentic to yourself. And what I found, I think for me, is I want to be more authentic going forward, because it not only does it make me feel better about myself, but it's just more of a positive. It's more positive for myself. Now, authenticity, of course, is going to be subjective for everyone. So some people may feel more authentic being depressed. Some people may be more feel more authentic, doing uh, things that are going to be uh, it's going to be different for everyone is all I'm trying to say. So just trying to be authentic and knowing what feels good for you and what you need to do for yourself is what matters, and putting out the noise and like whatever anyone says. Because one thing, Mr. Beast, I like watching his YouTube videos, and one thing he really said that was really cool is he said everyone thinks you're crazy until you make it. And that's 100% true. Everyone's going to think you're nuts, and they're going to think you're weird, and they're going to make fun of you and say, oh, you're this and that, and oh, you bought this coin, you bought that meme coin, or you're buying crypto, you're a crypto guy now. So everyone's going to want to say their thing, and everyone's going to think you're crazy until they see you actually, right, prove it, right? But it's not even about proving it. It's just about doing what feels good and right for you. So being authentic, I believe, is the best way to create a life that you would enjoy more. And I think that's what life is really about, is trying to enjoy the moments that we have, right? And being authentic is attractive to people. So whether it's like depressing, or even like some of my favorite rappers, like X and Juice World, and some of these guys, they were authentic even though their music was very sad. They were real, and they were being true to who they were. So we'll go ahead and I'll shut up about authenticity. But I think being authentic is something I'm going to work on coming into 2025, and I hope you guys will connect with that. So the next thing I want to talk about is financial freedom. Now, financial freedom is going to be at different levels for people at different stages of their life. And one thing that you don't want to do when it comes to financial freedom is comparing yourself to others. It's easy to get into a negative feedback loop, you could say, of comparison, with especially with the way social media and all this crap is designed today. It's really designed to hold your attention, and unfortunately, like, pretty much the best way to hold someone's attention is through well, I wouldn't say the best way, but the way that appears to work the most for engagement is through negative feedback. And if you look on Instagram, I mean, pretty much like you could look at any post, especially like on the Explorer page on Instagram, anything that people are going to like, just about any post. It's funny because like there's going to be, a hater on just about anything that there's always going to be that potential to uh, have that. But that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about financial freedom, and I want to primarily focus on like how it's going to kind of be different for people at different stages of their life. So number one, though, is don't like, well, most importantly, when it comes to financial freedom, don't compare yourself to other people. Sorry, my hand is getting tired. I'm holding the camera, but yeah, don't compare yourself to other people, and focus on your journey. And it's going to be different for everyone. Everyone has different personalities too. That's the thing that's different. Like everyone is carrying different personality traits. Some people are more extroverted, some people are introverted, some people are more extroverted in certain situations, and some people are able to fake it. And but my point is financial freedom is going to be a different path for everyone. So, but what does financial freedom mean to you and to your family? It's going to be different for everybody. But today I want to talk about financial freedom. To me, I would say is defined as having the ability to take control over your time, and being able to pretty much just live the life that you want on your terms, without having to pretty much have to deal with other people and the consequences. Well, I wouldn't say consequences, but wouldn't have to deal with the the minutia and all the the stuff that is involved with having to work like a typical or work for a business or own a business even. Uh, but financial freedom allows you the ability to pretty much just do what you want. You could take a trip, or if you have a desire or a passion that you wanted to fulfill. Maybe some people want to be filmmakers. I want to make movies. I like film, and I want to make music videos too. But eventually, I believe that I'll get to that point in my life when I'm ready. But right now, my primary focus is focusing on creating financial freedom, and I think that the best way to do that is through crypto right now. So, like I said, the journey is going to be different for everyone, and the path is going to be different for every person because everyone has different personality types. So we don't have to get into that. Maybe I'll make a separate video talking about personality types because there's a whole thing about that, and it's really interesting, and I think it can help you kind of determine the kind of journey or the path that you want to take on your journey to financial freedom. So that's got to be a separate video that I think. But yeah, financial freedom. It's going to allow you the ability to do things on your own terms, and also you'll be able to just have the advantage, I guess you could say, of pursuing like other things that you're passionate about. So to me, coming into 2025, it's important to acquire that uh, type of financial freedom so I can pursue other things in my life that I'd like to do. But how do you do that? That's the question. So, like I said, it's going to be different for every person, but you have to start by starting with putting some kind of plan down, if anything. And I'm one of those people, I'm really terrible with consistency. I'm really bad about, even sticking to even like a short-term plan. But that's something I want to work on. And I know that's something that would help me improve my life and achieving those goals. So like right here, number one of my first milestones is to hit 100,000 and in crypto. And right now, I'm been teetering, getting closer to that milestone, and I really want to get to that point where I can hit 100,000 in my crypto portfolio. And once I'm able to get to that point, then I feel like I'll be able to position myself to that next level. And we'll go ahead and write that down. So number two, what I like to do things in like threes. I don't know. I like threes. So, um, once I hit this 100K um, in my crypto, then I would like to eventually turn it into 300K, right? And then another three would be 900. And then for me, that would be maybe by closer to the end of 2025. And then I would like to move that into, I'm just kind of freeballing here, but maybe 30% of that into my bank account. And then move that into real estate. So that is somewhat of a plan, right? That's at least something. So, which is, gives you the ability to have, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Well, it's gonna, writing some kind of plan down is going to help you structure your life or your financial goals better. And kind of, things are like quarterly. So you have to think about it like, every 3 months is a new quarter, right? You have the first quarter, second, third, and fourth quarter. So like in basketball, you have 4 quarters. So you want to try to get or achieve that milestone each quarter if you can. Even if you don't, at least you're doing something to get to that level. And you're learning from the mistakes that you're making. And that's why I want to start filming these videos, because I want to start documenting every step of this process to achieving that 900,000. or that 900,000 goal for me by the end of the year. And then eventually I want to rotate my channel and moving it into showing more of like building real estate and buying properties. And but I know that like that's not just gonna happen that's not gonna happen overnight. So it's gonna take time to develop the skills and also develop like the personable skills. And that's why I want to get on camera more and start talking more, and hopefully just kind of build more of a community here of people who are maybe on the same path, or wanting to build some kind of maybe plan. So for me, for 2025, this is going to be my kind of my, or somewhat of a strategy that I'm going to have going forward. So first of all, though, number one is like mental health, and being creative is one of the best ways to stay mentally healthy. And that could even mean going outside. Working out is a form, you could say, of creation. Lifting the weights, you're creating muscles. Anything that's creative is going to help your mind, stimulate your brain outside of just like the monotony and the darkness of kind of reality. So just being creative is going to be helpful. So we'll just do a recap because this video is getting maybe too long. And then number two is authenticity. Just trying to stay true to yourself, or whatever that may be, being authentic. It's going to be different for everyone, and just understand that, we're all coming from different beliefs and different family backgrounds, and our authenticity is going to be different for everyone. But I think if you're able to find that kind of place where you can be real and honest with yourself, you'll have I've noticed that I feel better about myself when I'm being honest and I'm not trying to fake things, or I find that it's better. But even being fake might be authentic. So again, it's subjective. So I know it's confusing, but being authentic to yourself. And for me going forward in 2025, I'm going to work on that and trying to be more transparent and trying to be more of my authentic self, I guess, as corny as that sounds. So number three, of course, is financial freedom. And that is, going to encompass, a whole different path. It's going to be different for everyone, but the journey has to start somewhere. And if you're starting with like a few $1,000s, or if you're just working a job right now, I need to make separate videos, maybe talking about how you can build yourself into a position where you can start to get to that point where you can kind of have that snowball effect, I guess you could say. And that's when things get exciting, because once you get to like a point where you maybe save up 10,000, or even $1,000 or $5,000, you're able to kind of create a snowball effect if you're just putting it in the right investments and being patient and allowing time to kind of take over, because you can't fake time. And if you position yourself in the right things and the right assets, then you have an ability to take that, of course, take that money that you've created from your job or your income into something more than just like your income. But for me, I'm just making this video. This is totally new for me. I've never done a video like this. So I'm just doing this because this is what I want to achieve in 2025. And I'm not even going to say this is what I want to achieve. This is what I will achieve for 2025. And first, I need to hit 100,000. And that is my first goal. And I'm getting closer to it. And I know it's that I'm going to achieve it. And even if I don't achieve it by 2025, I still know I'm going to do what it takes, and I'm going to be as consistent as possible to achieve it. And to have 100,000 saved is important to me, and have that snowball into 300,000, and then eventually into 900,000, and then eventually take out take out 30% of that, moving into something like real estate. And then this is a long-term goal. This is like a year, maybe even longer, probably, before I can get to that point where I can start to move into something like another asset class like real estate. So I think I'm going to end the video here, but I want to make some other videos. I'm going to talk about some books. I want to talk about this book called The Kabbalion, in the next video because it gives you some good principles and some things you can apply to your life and in crypto and in trading. Really, any aspect of your life that you're trying to make better, this book can give you some insight and open your mind to a different way of thinking. Another book that we'll talk about too is, of course, this one, The Power of Positive Thinking. This one is very helpful, and it's a good kind of spiritual guide, and it'll help you kind of open up maybe more spiritually. And I think that's important as well, especially anything that you're trying to be great at. You have to like align a lot of different things. You're gonna have to change your personality, your physical appearance, and your mental, your physical and your spiritual. All these things have to align for you to achieve, that higher level of, vibration. But I think I'm going to end the video here because it's dragging on. But thank you guys for watching. I hope this video was useful for you, and I hope that we all do extremely well coming into 2025. And thank you guys for watching my YouTube video. You'll have a good rest of your day.